that means invigilator is going to share the link, okay, for these numbers, this faculty is an invigilator for these numbers. Like that you will get information, the instructions, okay. Any doubts, ma? Yes. Okay, in the last class, which one completed syntax directed definition or different kind of grammars? Yes, attribute syntax directed definition, L attributed syntax directed definition, okay, and dependency graph. So in this material, many examples are there. Okay, so nearly 10, okay, 10 to 12 examples. Okay, already I have explained the 2-3 examples. Okay, so remaining you go through this material. And the next topic, so applications of that only. So applications of syntax directed translation. Okay. So there is one application, that is a construction of syntax tree. So this syntax directed translation that is used to construction of syntax tree. So syntax tree, so that is the output from which the semantic analyzer. So third phase of the compiler. Okay, from this phase you will get the syntax tree as a output. Okay, so this syntax directed translation that is used in the construction of syntax tree. Okay, so if the parse tree is, so parse tree is a input to the semantic analyzer. So syntax tree will be the output from the semantic analyzer, or annotated parse tree is generated, syntax tree or annotated parse tree from the semantic analyzer. Okay, so this is one example. This is a parse tree for that grammar, which one E implies E plus T, okay, T implies T into F, that for that grammar. Okay, this is a tree. So now syntax tree. So syntax tree here only which operators and operands will be considered, not non-terminals. Okay, so here what we can say, syntax tree are useful for representing programming language constructs like expressions and statements. Okay, the syntax tree are useful for representing programming language constructs like expressions and statements. Okay, so that is the definition of syntax tree. We can say that a syntax tree is a condensed form of parse tree, condensed form of parse tree, or compressed form of parse tree, you can say. So now this is in the parse tree that consists of all the non-terminals and terminals. Okay, but syntax tree consists of only what terminals, only terminals. Okay, so here leaf nodes are the operands, then intermediate nodes and root nodes should be operator. Okay, so that is a difference between the parse tree and syntax tree. So syntax tree is a condensed form of parse tree, condensed form of parse tree. So from the given grammar with a set of productions, we'll construct the parse tree. Okay, so now this parse tree can be changed to syntax tree by removing all the non-terminals. So that means we can say that a syntax tree is a condensed form of parse tree. Okay, so this syntax tree is used for representing the programming language constructs like expressions. So here what is the expression? 3 into 5 plus 4, that is the expression. Okay, to represent this expression, syntax tree is used. Okay, that is one advantage. So application of syntax directed translation. So construction of syntax tree. So that is this is the explanation. So here for here one grammar is given. Okay, so here it can help the compiler design by computer by decoupling parsing from translation. Okay, so here we have to check, that means in the programming constructs we have to do like this. For example, a minus 4 plus c, so that is a statement is given. So now these are the corresponding productions, these are the semantic rules. So for example, e implies e plus t is a one production. So semantic rule, okay, in the semantic rule we have to write like this: e dot node. In the previously semantic rule, then just we write e dot value equals to like that. But here tree construction implementation, in the implementation part will create a node. Okay, so like linked list, so like that we have to create the nodes. Okay, so each and every non-terminal is considered as a node. Okay, now e is a node, e dot node equals to new node. Okay, now create the new node by using this node function. New node, which one plus operation between this operand and this operand. So that's why simply first parameter should be operator. Okay, operator or operand. Okay, that is operator, comma e1 dot node, comma t1 dot node. Okay, if we write this semantic rule, okay, if we write the semantic rule like this, then implementation is easier. Okay, so plus comma e dot node, comma t dot node. Next, e implies e1 minus t. The translation, that is semantic rule. This one is a translation. So e dot node equal to new node. So minus is operator, e1 dot node, comma t1 dot node. Okay, so this node is divided into 3 parts. First part for the operator and for the remaining parts. Second part for the left child and third part for the right child. You know, in the data structure, in the linked list, same thing. The node is divided into 3 parts. First part is used for address generally. Okay, here for operator. Then second part for the address of the left child node. Then third part for address of the right child. So that means left child and right child. Here same thing. This is the operator root. Then this is a left child, this one is a right child, like that. Okay, here only one is here, e implies to t. So here simply e dot node equal to t dot node. Okay, next to t implies, so t produces this e, so simply t dot node equal to e dot node. Then here this id, if id is there, id is a identifier. So id, this should be in the leaf node. So that's why t dot node equal to new leaf. Okay, here we have to call as a new leaf. New leaf parameters are id comma id dot entry, id dot entry. Okay, so if operator, that expression having operator and operands, then a node creation is required. Okay, with a new node like this. So simply one operand is here, so directly assign that. So e dot node equal to t dot node. For the leaf nodes, we have to call a new leaf. New leaf is a function or a procedure. It takes 2 parameters. One is a id comma entry. What is the value for that? That is id dot entry. Then t implies num. So number, this also leaf node. So use new leaf number comma number dot value. So number dot value, here id dot entry. Okay, so this is a implementation of any expression for the syntax tree by using syntax tree. Okay, so parse tree, this is already have seen parse tree. Then this one is a syntax, the corresponding syntax tree. So place is taken and minus is taken. So left child is a and right child is 4. Okay, why? So left child is a identifier. Okay, directly identifier will be taken. Okay, so id. Then next right child number. Okay, now this is a left side of this place and right side of place is identifier. Okay, then these are removed. This is a compressed or condensed form of parse tree. So this is syntax tree. So now this is a syntax tree. So remaining will be just simply removed. So in the syntax tree, but in the partial tree we have to represent all. We have to show all non-terminals and terminals. But in the syntax tree, only this operators and this operands, whatever there in the expression. So actually, what is the expression? A minus 4 plus C. Okay. So if the question is asked to create the syntax tree, just to like this. So partial tree, you have to show all the what all productions. Okay. So next syntax tree for this using that syntax directed definition. So for this simply e dot node plus t dot node. Now what a minus 4. Okay, that is required. Minus should be get. So e dot node, that means e minus t node. So next to e t. Okay, then t id according to this productions. So we should get minus. That's why. So now first to identifier. So t can produce this. That means t expanded with this id. So here which one? New leaf node creation. Which one? This one, new leaf num comma num value. Okay. So id. Then here id entry. Not this number. This one. id comma id dot entry. Okay. Leaf node creation. So in this case we have to represent the node. Okay, first part for that id, then second part for the entry. So now entry A. Okay, so next which one? Minus. So minus is a node we have to create for this new node minus, and left side is e dot node and the right t dot node. Okay, same thing. So e dot node means this one. Which one? This whatever generated from this left side, that is a left side of this node, and whatever generated from this right side, that will be the number right side. Okay, so number is a which one? Number is a leaf node. So for that we have num comma number dot value. One entry for number, another for value 4. Okay, so next whatever the result generated from this left side of root node, that is attached to this. That means create the e dot node. So here operator is plus left side whatever the result from this as a second that is in the second part, and whatever in the right side that will be in the third part. Okay, in the right hand side what identifier is required. So t expanded by id. So now create the node for this id. So after creating leaf node, so in the first part id, that address, then in the second part entry, whatever entry. So finally what we can say, a minus 4 plus c. A minus 4 plus c. Okay, so dependency graph for this. So we have to write like this. Okay, this is a from this node. Now that means it is pointing to id only. This one also pointing to id. Why? Because these all are the non-terminals. Okay, id entry already represented. Okay, just to draw one line, or that is pointing to this node, and here this one is pointing to this node, and t pointing to this. Okay, with et id leaf node is generated. So that's why give a point that pointing to this node, and with this place node created, and with this number node created, number leaf node created. Next with this, so place node created, and with this then id leaf node created. Okay, so this is a what syntax tree representation. Okay, using this syntax directed definition or translation. Next, dependency graph also shown. Okay, this is one example. This is steps how this syntax tree constructed for this a minus 4 plus c. This explanation. First, we have to take these nodes. So P1, P2, P3, total how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 nodes constructed in this. So P1 equals to first one leaf node creation. So ID comma entry A. Then next to P2 number node creation, that is also leaf node. Num comma that whatever number. Next to P3 is a intermediate node. So minus. So here this pointer whatever this identifier node pointer pointing, that address we have to copy in this. So P1 comma P2. So P1 comma P2, that means indirectly pointing to this. So this node, the left child address, and this one is the right child address. Okay. So next ID, that leaf node. So that is a P4 equal to new leaf ID comma entry C. The next to P5 new node. So plus P3 and P4. So P3, P4. So pointer, these are the different pointers. P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. This is a pointer, P1 pointer that is representing leaf node ID. Then P2 a number node. Then P3 one intermediate node, that is a minus. Next P4 ID leaf node. Then P5 is a root node, that is a plus. Okay, so like that implementation can be done. Okay, so application of this syntax directed definition or translation is so construction of syntax tree. So construction of syntax tree. Okay, if syntax tree is constructed, then implementation is easier. Implementation is easier. Okay, with this, is it possible to construct the what code parsed tree can be converted into code easily? Not possible. Okay, it is a difficult one. Why? So it consists of non-terminals and terminals. Okay, so that's why convert into syntax tree. So syntax tree. If syntax tree is generated for this parsed tree, the corresponding syntax tree, then now we can slightly change it into coding part. Okay, by creating leaf node and intermediate node and root node. So implementation. So writing the code for this easier. Okay. So now this syntax directed, this translation is useful for constructing syntax tree. If syntax tree is there, then we can implement easily. So that means we can convert it into coding. Okay, so now you know what are the leaf nodes and what are the relations between these nodes. You know, so now with linked list data structure you can implement. So you know that code in C, whatever the language you take, then implementation part will be easier. Okay, so this is one of the application. Okay, main application for this. So construction of syntax tree. Okay, this is one example. One more example. Okay, so these are the different examples. Next topic is a syntax directed translation schema. So syntax directed translation schema. With this, half unit will be completed. Okay, that means the third unit first part will be completed. So syllabus for the mid-1 exam will be covered. Okay, after this subject. So what is the time? Okay, so we'll see in the next class. No problem. Only one topic is here. Ma, okay? Ma, is it okay, ma? Respond. So this
Yes.
today we have seen which one applications of that syntax directed definition. Okay, translation. Okay. Yes, ma. So far, so 20 people submitted. Only 20 students submitted. To, yes. So everyone remaining also inform to your friends. Okay, I will accept this kind of. Not if you submitted to my mail, I won't accept. So so far 51 students joined. I have 51 students information. Okay, your class strength 70. Okay, what about the remaining? So inform to your friends. So nearly 20 students. Today 50 absent. Okay, today who joined today class? They all registered. Okay, inform to your friends. Yes, respond for the attendance, ma. And